Chub's Pub Package Places, where we've been hanging out since 2 o'clock. We're going to be hanging on through 6 o'clock. That's when the sign is getting lit. Here to tell us about it all again, Wade Lindgren, current owner, new owner. How long has it been? Has it been a month yet?
Yeah. Oh, it's
God,
over a month.
you've made it 30 days, and they haven't closed the doors or anything.
Doing good. Here, hold on. Wait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, did you hear that? That's not Tyler.
No, because that is strictly prohibited, and you're the boss here. I guess you can do whatever the heck you want. But you know what? The sign is what we're here for. And, of course, the good time that Chub's always provides.
Oh, absolutely.
But the sign, there's a lot of work being done. Indigo Signs, the guys over there and gals that get to do all the work and get that sign back up. Drew Welton with us with Indigo.
Did a great job.
Yeah. So are you relieved that it's at least back up on?
It's back up. We had minimal faults, and we broke one tube putting it back up, but we got that repaired in 2 hours, so less than that.
Oh, I think it was
going to be
speedy.
Awesome.
Which is incredible because, folks, it's neon. And the neon products they're not as readily available as what they used to be. So when Wade was over here telling me, Drew, about, oh, God, there's a tube that's already broke, but they already got it fixed, I'm like, that's impressive, man.
Because we got a guy, right?
Yeah,
we got a guy, Chris Orth, Fireline Neon, absolute gem in the neon world. He's, if you're looking to have anything done, vintage neon, he's really the guy.
Yeah, he knew. I mean, he did it so fast. He went and he just told me. I talked to him. He goes, "Oh, I got the pattern. I went and grabbed it. I filtered through it, and I just bent it quick." And I was like, I mean, it was like 10 minutes. It seemed like. I mean, probably.
Did you feel like throwing up after you heard?
I was just no. He said, "Well, Chris is on it," and I just was like, "Oh yeah, this will be fine.
This will be good."
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, it's always good to know a guy.
He's the neon guy.
But the work that Indigo does, tell people that aren't in this area that might not be familiar with the company.
So we design, fabricate, install, and service signs, and this is a unique case of what else we're capable of doing, and taking a vintage sign and bringing it in and redoing all the old incandescent chaser lighting with LED product, and being able to bring a new charm to an old sign. It's a real pleasure.
Well, because it keeps that tradition going. I was saying before you guys were able to join us a while ago that, when you think about some of those old jukeboxes, you think about some of the old beer signs, people that have them and collect them, they don't know where to go to get them refurbished, get them fixed, and you're one of those spots that can do some of this.
And we can do some transformer repairs and things like that, but when it comes to making tubes, once again, Chris Fireline Neon, he's really a true gem.
You guys are all over the place. Indigo Signs are, and I mean that means workforce needs.
Yeah, absolutely.
To keep those signs up, and all exterior, interior, all the above.
Interior, exterior, absolutely.
Yeah, the answer is yes. If you have a sign need, Drew and the boys.
Especially new one. They can make such nice, fancy new signs now. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, getting the pleasure of doing this Chub's Pub thing and with Wade, and we've done things like sweet shots, and you can look around town and see our sticker on probably a good majority of signs, and made by our just awesome people in our shop, and we have a great team of fabricators, and are always looking for more.
Yeah.
If anybody knows how to weld or.
Career change opportunities.
You need a job.
Hiring.
Indigo. They're hiring.
You get to build a sign, and you can drive around town with your wife and kids or whatever, and point it out and say, "Hey, I was a part of that." And that's really cool.
There's something to that when you're able to build something that people are able to go and then look at.
Yeah.
Right. Because there's part of that I talk for a living, guys.
Right.
Right. And sometimes you can speak into the wind, and then it's gone. Of course, now you can go to kfgo.com and go to the podcast page and hear every dang word we've said. But there's something about being able to get your hands on something, build it, and then have it there for people to consume themselves and come back with a point of pride.
We call it rewarding. That's the rewarding part of it.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
And the great part is you're going to drive by and see that sign, and you're just going to be like,
always puts a smile on your face.
Yeah,
for sure.
Remember when we did that and redid that thing and how great it was?
Yeah, the challenges that goes with it too. If you're doing big foundations and things like that, it's always something.
Yeah. For sure.
Well, and those signs are some of the first things you see about whether it's an establishment like Chub's or if you're going to retail, whatever it is. I mean, the first thing that draws your attention is that sign out at the edge of the parking lot. So some people's first impressions of the establishment.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of impressions of signs, Wade and I were talking earlier today about the two signs in town that still have chasing lights on them: the Fargo Theater and Chub's Pub.
Only two, man.
Yeah.
Well,
historic. Hey, it's pretty cool to be labeled with the Fargo Theater.
Yeah, right. Well,
the Fargo Theater, Chub's Pub. I mean, come on.
Based on signage.
Wow.
Environment, that's a whole other story. Either way, you're going to have a good time at both places, right?
Correct.
There we go. That's how we come full circle.
Actually, both places are very fun to go to.
Yeah. Both of them, I guess you could say, are staples of the community as well. I mean, obviously, you got the marquee, but I also remember College Game Day.
Oh,
and ESPN having Chub's Pub and all that stuff over it. So.
And it had Fargo Theater and Chub's Pub.
There you go.
See, once again.
It's all because of that dang sign up there, guys. Is what it is.
Bringing everybody together.
Oh, man.
Wade Lindgren, my guest, Drew Welton as well as Indigo Signs and Chub's Pub here. So you made the decision after you got ownership. You got the keys that are now rightfully yours. You said, look, we need to upgrade the sign, but you're not changing the sign.
No.
Like, why? Do you just – because some people would say, you know what, I want to put my own touch on.
It's actually grandfathered.
Yeah, I suppose.
You can't actually make a change to it.
I heard that, too.
Yeah, right?
Do we want to dive into that?
No, well, we can. No,
well, just there's ordinances, right?
Well, I mean, there's certain things you can do, but, me and Mark talked about it, too, about getting – and I really went to and I started talking to Chris – Fireline and Drew at Indigo, and I mean, I talked to them both, and I'm like, I want this sign to look awesome again, and I even talked to some other sign companies and stuff, and they're like, oh, we just want to build a new one. I don't want a new one. And Drew was so on board when I said, hey, I want this sign, like it was, because it is an iconic symbol in like it's been here since 1966. I mean, that's what it looked like day one, and that's what I want on whatever day 17th of November.
On this day, 17th of November, 2023.
Yeah, how do we remember this? What a random day, but perfect.
What is it? It's a perfect day out for something like this as well. Drew, the actual mechanics, because, you have your guys working, and when you have an old sign like that, not just the neon that you had Chris do, if I imagine once you peeled that back with all the years and the elements out there, there was some work that had to be done.
Yeah, full disassembly of one side of the sign, and Danilio is our fabricator that worked on this project, but he drilled out all the old pop rivets, pulled the sign apart, everything was rewired, new sockets for the neon, new glass housings as we refer to them, for neon, and then new sockets for all the LED chasers around the sign. Brand new transformers. Just rewired, re-UL listed, which is pretty cool. It's a UL listed sign now. So, it's a heck of a process, and a lot of manpower that goes behind it to get it done between the cranes and again, our talented people in our shop that do this work every day. So,
well, and the point being that this isn't just like a duct tape job. This is that old-fashioned traditional sign that's got the new interior that's going to keep it
basically new but old.
Yeah, it's basically new but old. But the cool thing is we came out and we took the old neon off, made patterns of it, and we were able to get that to Chris at Fireline. He bent all new neon tubes for it. And then the sign, once we were kind of ready to go with that side of it, we were then able to bring it into our shop, tear it apart, redo all the wiring, so we're all ready to go with that neon. And it's a heck of a process, like I said, but it's super cool.
I can't wait.
I got a message from our producer that can be a bit of a numbers nerd. Eric Johnson actually texted. Eric, do you just want to speak into the microphone?
Yeah. So I just did some quick math, and if we're going to take October 1st, 1966 as a start date, who knows? But we'll call it that. Today,
that's perfect.
20,866 days. So it's day 20,866.
20,000. All right.
Go write that on the bedroom chalkboard so you remember. Hey, remember.
Well, we could just say 20,000 for the sake of argument, or 21,000.
21,000. Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, we could round up. Yeah. We're setting our own rules. That's fine. Yeah. I do have one question that's coming in by a text for you, Wade.
Okay.
There's people wondering if you still serve stump lifters.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
all day, every day. They're on sale.
They're always trying to get the recipe as well, and I'm not going to get you on the spot for that.
Well, I'll just tell you this: there's 4 liquors in it. That's all you get to know.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. That's why everybody wants at least the one.
Your one bartender also said that's made with love too.
Yeah,
lots of love.
That's ingredient number 5. 4 liquors and love. So you get your 5 ingredients there. The stump lifter. here. Drew, good job out there, man. I'm excited to have this thing lit up, and I know that all the other work you guys have going out there, it's fun. You guys leave a good impression.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tyler.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Thank you, Wade.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you. We'll
Cheers
be
to
talking
that.
to you a little bit later on. Wade Lindgren, Drew Welton. Again, Wade now the owner of Chub's, and Drew with Indigo Signs.